Okay, starting off strong this week, I'm making pizza. My 4-year-old asks for pizza all the time. It's his favourite dinner, and can you blame him? Pizza really is the best. I have been home making pizza now for a good couple of years, and it really is worth the time and effort it takes to learn. I use the Jamie Oliver pizza dough recipe, super duper simple. I always create the liquid base, which is the water, the lukewarm water, which is so important, the yeast, the olive oil, some sugar. I always create that just before I make the pizza sauce because you want the yeast to come alive, and that's going to do the best for your dough before you mix that liquid in with the flour. So I'm making my pizza sauce at the same time. Pizza sauce is best made at the beginning of the day just so the flavours really combine. Obviously I will leave as much as I can information wise, either on the screen or down below. Pizza sauce, you're going to pop your plum tomatoes in a saucepan with some olive oil, salt, sugar, lots of oregano, loads of garlic. I also add flaxseed in there because why not? I add flaxseed into most things, and to be honest, if you've got a fussy child but you're wondering how to add more fibre and omegas into their diet, grab yourselves a bag of flaxseed. I will link like my favourite bag that I normally get from Amazon and things, but grab yourself a bag of flaxseed and chuck a pinch into their food every now and then. It's really not noticeable, and yeah, it's got loads of health benefits to it. So my pizza sauce I do make at the beginning of the day, and you want to simmer that down until it's like a nice rich thick sauce. You can add red onion as well, you can mince it, and it's just super delicious and really worth the effort. As you can see, spring is coming. My pizza dough is actually rising and doubling in size. This is so difficult to achieve in the winter months. I really have to work hard to get my dough to really double in size, but here today it was super duper easy. It makes a huge amount of dough, enough for 4 large adult size pizzas. What I normally do is make 3 sort of medium to large pizzas, and then the rest of the dough I either freeze as a dough ball or I create a pizza, do not cook it, and pop it in the freezer, and then it's there easy for the children another day. I have to say, the rolling out of the pizza dough is my absolute least favourite part of this job, and it is the only reason I occasionally get a supermarket pizza every now and then, because rolling it out is just not for me. So Lawrence does take over with the rolling out, and then we all dig in with decorating our own pizzas. It's just such a nice way of enjoying pizza. My son loves to taste test all the ingredients before they actually go on the pizza base. But yeah, we've got our homemade tomato sauce, which is really thick and rich, just so much better than anything you can buy in the supermarkets. And then I always top with lots of black pepper and olive oil. This is Oren's pizza. He chose pepperoni and cheese that day. I always tend to go for the same thing. I go for tomato sauce, pepperoni, black olive paste, red onion, garlic mushrooms, mozzarella, corn. I actually add as much as I can possibly fit onto my pizza base, but I make it as savoury as possible. If I have capers in the fridge as well, I also add capers. I love to make it so savoury flavoured. And yeah, here it is. Better than anything I can buy in the supermarket. Actually, better than, say, like a Domino's, I'd say. It just tastes good, really, really good. And definitely worth the effort. Another night I was making the most simple dinner. I was really tired this night. I grabbed some of the pastas that you can get in Aldi that just need to boil, and I had some sauce already in the fridge from M&S, and I mixed the sauce in. I always add things like peas, a bit of flaxseed, and some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I had the lobster filled pasta from Aldi. It was okay, but I wouldn't get it again. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't that good, to be honest. And Lawrence and the boys normally have the mozzarella or the sausage one. Another night I made one of the best meals I've had in a long time, and it's a white pepper sauce with IKEA meatballs. This was so good. I've not actually made it before, and it was absolutely delicious. So I love like white sauce things, like white mushroom sauce. I think it's such a delicious thing. Really versatile. You can have it over rice, jacket potato, you can have it over pasta, you can have it in a pie. So I essentially made a white sauce base using lots of my Fraser bone broth, which I will link below because I think it has absolutely transformed my cooking. I buy the chicken bone broths and the beef bone broths. I also have their collagen powder, which I put in my coffee, vanilla flavour, and yeah, it's just like a natural, really good source of vitamins and protein, which is great for my skin, hair, and it's been a really good help for me to lose some of the extra baby weight that I was carrying that I didn't need. So I do add bone broth into as much as I can, just to like really increase the goodness in the foods that I'm eating and also my children are eating. And as I'm much more active now, I like to, really up my bone broth stuff. But I fried the IKEA meatballs with some red onions separately, and I made my white sauce base. It's sort of like a white sauce, maybe a brown sauce. Loads of mushroom, red onion, loads of garlic, some mustard, which is essential, creme fraiche, and obviously lots and lots. The liquid base was basically all bone broth. I served it over peas and rice, and it was literally one of the best meals I've had in a very long time. I added loads of cheese and loads of fresh coriander, and I can't recommend this meal enough. Really recommend. This night I was making sausage rolls. Sausage rolls is one of the easiest things you can possibly make, and every now and then I love to do like a sausage roll or sausage plat with a side salad, and yeah, that's about it. I had sesame seeds to use up, which I popped over the top of the sausage roll. The sesame seeds really make a difference in flavour, I highly recommend. Or poppy seeds are really nice as well. But yeah, just get ready-made pastry, some sausages, break them up, take them out of the skin, and pop them in the pastry. Do a nice egg wash. You can also add some seeds in here at this stage. You can add some seeds and some vegetables into the sausage meats. You can also add a few breadcrumbs because this will soak up the very oil based or like fatty based sausage meat. And yeah, I just served it with a side salad, and it was a really super duper simple before martial arts for my son dinner. I'm always looking for something that will fill him up but won't be too much before he goes to his after school clubs and stuff like that. Yeah, it was really enjoyable. The next night I was really craving that meatball dinner again, but instead we had lots of leftover chicken from a roast chicken that we had. And I didn't film that. It was a Sunday roast. I didn't film that, but I did film this one, which was the next night. We had pie filling over rice. It's one of my favourite things to eat. I made a sauce quite similar to the IKEA meatball sauce, but lots of leeks and mushrooms fried in butter. It's actually essential you fry leeks and mushrooms in butter slowly, not on a high heat, on a medium heat, because you really don't want that butter to burn. But yeah, just using the butter with leeks and mushrooms really makes a difference. Once they are fried, I add some garlic to fry for a minute or two, and then I add my plain flour and my chicken bone broth. Again, it really elevates your meals using bone broth. With this meal, Dijon mustard is preferred. I'd run out, so I added whole grain mustard. But yeah, if you're making like a pie filling or a white sauce, mustard will make this sauce taste better. You really don't need much. It's a very low ingredient list with these sorts of things. Just cream, your vegetables, mustard, some stock or bone broth, and a few herbs. I think I added some oregano with this. I've been cooking rice on this stovetop. I was a rice cooker in the microwave, but I got rid of my microwave last year. And I have to say, I really recommend just getting yourself a really good air fryer. I'll link my one down below again, but I'll get yourself a good air fryer and get rid of your microwave. We've actually dealt with it really, really well. So I make my rice on the stovetop now. And yeah, it's basically chicken pie filling over rice, and it was delicious. So the next night I needed a really easy dinner. My son was at his first play date without me, and I was feeling anxious about it. He had a great time, but I decided to make my healthy all vegetable pasta because I knew that he would be eating at his friend's house. Jasper really loves this dinner. Vegetable pasta sauce and a big pasta bake, which you can actually save for the next day, so we always have lunch the next day with this. But essentially you want to roast some vegetables, anything you've got in your fridge that can be roasted and taste nice. I'm also frying up in garlic butter lots of mushrooms, which I'm going to stir in separately. I don't whiz them with the sauce. I have tried that before and it turned the sauce brown. But after you have roasted your roast vegetables, you want to mince them or whiz them with a big tin of plum tomatoes, and then stir in lots of cheese and your garlic mushrooms and just stir that into the pasta bake. And then I oven bake this for about 15 to 20 minutes on 180. And it is one of our favourite midweek meals, just so super duper simple. We really enjoy it, and it makes, as I said, the best leftovers. Another couple of nights that week I had salmon and veg. I always do this for me and my children. Lawrence will probably have sausage and veg, and I put potatoes in the middle of the table, but yeah, really easy, simple, delicious dinner. And another meal that week we had sourdough chicken Kievs from Aldi and a pint of Guinness in memory of my dad. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's Meals of the Week. I've got some really delicious springtime meals coming up in next week's video, so make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye!